So you do have the F10 map on this server as well, which simplifies things, and for a test server that's quite good. It saves hunting around for each other. But in an actual like mission-oriented server like Cold War, obviously, I'd rather have it off. There he is. Getting a bit of stutter, but, you know, such is life in DCS. Whoop, nearly. That nearly went badly for me. A little bit of over rev there. Gotta watch that. One minute until restart. God damn it. Gotta make this quick. Let's see how the 190's roll rate really helps him here. Thank you. Oh, oh, come on. Oh shit! Someone took a pop at me there. Hits. Oh, he's missing some pieces. And the server's rotating. Thanks, Tawny. Cheers, man. 11 months. Didn't move the carburetor forward, and the mixture you got to move forward as you press both start and boost. Ah, it's more complicated than I remember. That sounds about right. Oh, that was... Wait, that was a P-51? Well, he fucking nearly shot me. So that was nice of him. Thank you there, teammate. What server is this? This is the World War II damage model test server. Damage model sandbox. In front of me. It's got external views enabled, which is quite handy for the whole damage model testing thing. Okay, there he is. Kind of. It's literally a testing server for the damage model, so it has like air starts, so you can just quickly get into a dogfight. There's another server which has like more of a mission directive kind of thing and doesn't have external views, but is also a damage model test. And there's like a team deathmatch one, which actually pauses. It's like what you do, where it pauses the mission until everyone's loaded in, which is pretty handy. The multiplayer team are doing some interesting experiments in DCS. You know, whatever else is going on, there's some interesting shit happening in multiplayer. It's a 109, I think? Looks like a 109. Someone's shooting over my shoulder. Couple hits. Okay, I got problems of my own here. Jazz likes his rolls. Had a bit of a Winston aim moment there. That might have been a pilot kill. Try and find these other two. So we got a few holes in us. We're trailing coolant. It looks like water out of the right radiator. Now again, because it's a test server, we've got the F10 map, so we can kind of cheat with that to figure out where they are. Oh, they're behind me. That simplifies things somewhat. Ah, it's the MiG-21 defiler. I saw what you did. Some of your other ones are quite nice, actually. But that one, oh. Anime does not belong on MiG-21s. Should probably throttle back, or not throttle back, but bring the revs back a bit so I don't blow the engine up. No, I just have a broken left throttle, so I have to use the mouse to set them. So I try and avoid tinkering with it too much. Makes it very annoying and difficult to fly British aircraft, especially because before this happened, I tend to micromanage it quite a bit. And now I can't. I'm still clear. So we got one up there. I don't see the other. Okay, we'll kick her up into combat power here. Is that another spit? Oh! Guess who just blew their engine up? Ooh, that's not at all reassuring. So that wasn't me getting hit, that was me running out of coolant, I guess. Oh, that was me getting hit. Where'd he go? There he is. Unfortunately, I didn't see him until he's out of guns range. Find a nice flat-ish patch. Just oversped the flaps, not like it matters. That's a bit unsportsmanlike. That's very unsportsmanlike. That didn't go so well. Let's watch some of these guys. So we've got Dibbo and another Spitfire. There's Jazz in the 109. Unfortunately, the server doesn't have the padlock view, so you can't hit F5 to padlock. It would make it a lot easier to watch fights. Who's chasing whom here? Evo's rolling up on someone. Oh. Oh! Dibbo is rolling up on someone. P51 is too. He's white. So that black, the thin black trail is oil. So Jazz has got an oil leak now. So given a bit of time, the engine will blow. Looks like he's struggling. Well, the other thing is, even if it has the capability, it's not going to do it operationally. Like, you would only use that in a dire emergency. If you need to actually lift something, you just use a Mi-8. You know? Like, just because it's there, it doesn't mean that they would use it operationally. For the same reason that, even though the Mi-24 could carry infantry, it almost never did it in service. They realized that it wasn't actually that good of an idea. So this guy is trailing coolant out of his left radiator. So that's a new damage effect. Oh, Jazz is having a real bad day here. Oh, uh-oh. Nearly reversed it on Dibbo. Let's jump in a new spit. If it'll let me. Once again, we're spawned totally out of trim. Because why not? Fight's going on somewhere down there, I think. Oh, yep. There's one of them there. Hey, Gordo! Cheers for gifting that sub to Lumber. You can still do that. They haven't fixed that yet. Stick your head out the canopy. It's not as bad as it was, though. You used to be able to do it much more, like, much worse than that. Why are you slipping so much? When I'm flying these old warbirds, I really find myself missing my old Cytec X52 because I used to use the rotaries on the throttle as my trim. It was much better for World War II planes because all of these did use rotary wheels as their trim, right? Whereas in a jet, you just use a trim hat. But a trim hat is terrible for these World War II planes. Really doesn't work well for them at all. Okay, flight's over there now. That's going to really annoy me, being able to stick my head out like that. They did fix it for like one patch, and now it's broken again. You know what? Fuck it. P-51. Stick with him. Oh! What's that? It's another spit. There's somebody. Another spit. So 3 spits here and a P-51. Where are the Germans? There they are. How's the weekend going? It's alright. Not a bad start. Oh shit. Bro! Bro! It's a Spitfire! Okay, we got one up there and one low. The high one's gonna go for me, I can tell. And just like that, I lost sight of him. There's one there. I think that might be a 109 in front of me, climbing. Hello. It's a 190. Yeah, buddy, play the turning game with me. I'm sure it'll go fine. I'll spit with me as well. And the P-51. Be careful to make sure I don't run into anybody here. Mustang wants to be careful with his engine, he's leaking water. Okay, he's off, and I'm on. Couple hits there. Splat! There's the P-51. Please don't shoot me. That's another Spitfire. That'll probably be enemy up there, up high. Oh, it's filling up real good in here. Oh, that's a parachute. That's what that is. That's a parachute. Those two spots further out are planes. Hey, Floyd. It is indeed, except with bullets as well. Oh. That's what I get for not paying attention, I guess. That doesn't look very good. Not healthy. I don't know yet. I need some more testing, I think, before I can comment on it. And I haven't flown the DCS Warbirds a whole lot anyway. It seems like bits fall off less often, but they take systems damage quite easily. Oh shit, my guns are knocked out on that wing. That's pretty cool. I have one 303 left. We'll tickle him to death. Please. That has to be a pilot kill, surely. Oh, out he goes. Single 303. Single 303. Fucking take that and smoke it. Who needs secret weapons of the Luftwaffe when you have a 303 Browning? So that's pretty cool, and that's something that Clissadova does as well. When you take damage between the guns in one wing, it knocks them out. Anyway, we're going to see if we can set this down without breaking it even worse, and I'll grab a new plane. She does feel like she needs even more trim than usual just because of that extra, well, less lift and more drag coming off that wing. Find out if the undercarriage will come down. It's interesting. I don't know if the Mark 9 had the little stick indicators. I guess it didn't. The Mark 1 certainly did. It does have the flap indicators on the wings though, so we can tell whether they come down or not though. I don't know about the gear. We're just going to have to trust the green light. We're a bit low for this. For a bunch of back trim. Kick the flaps out, the nose is going to go down. As soon as the flaps come out on the spit, they hang almost vertically. They deploy at like 80, 90 degrees. Like really, really sharply. So it kicks the nose forwards really abruptly. You've got to be ready for it. And just trim it out. She floats with the flaps down, but actually putting them down can catch you, you know, off guard if you're not ready for it. Hell of a lot of drag just because your canopy open. Yeah, a bit. The canopy's glitched again, so you can stick your head through it like it used to be. Not as bad, but it's a bit annoying. I can't turn around without it sticking out. So I just open the canopy fully. It's fine on takeoff and landing. Standard RAF practice was to take off and land with the canopy open anyway. Obviously not in combat though, you would have it closed. Okay, we're on the ground, so flaps come up. Tickle the brakes just to correct that nose swing. Geez, Floyd's coming in too. We're getting the whole gang in here. Okay, let's get off the runway and see what kind of damage has been done to us. Oh yeah, the mixture is forward. Okay, that would explain a few things. Oh wow, yeah. We got slightly fucked up by that head-on pass. Just slightly. Thankfully, it didn't hit the aileron cables. And in the outer wing, there's nothing important in a Spitfire. The outer wing's all just structure. The only thing that's there is the guns. So you can see that damage is right between the 303s in the right wing. And some of it would have shrapnel damaged the cannon feed mechanism as well. I don't know if you can see it. I can just vaguely make them out, but you can actually kind of see the outlines of the guns in there. Just faintly. Like you can see the barrel of that 303 running to the gun port. Which is pretty neat. Nice little detail. Oh, connection. Oh, we're still up, so the server must have restarted or something. No, what am I doing? Damage. Do you recommend a server just try this bit on just for fun? Not really, just play wherever. I mean, for the Spitfire, you're kind of limited in choice anyway. You've got the World War II servers where you can actually do serious stuff, or you can take it on Just Dogfighter on here or whatever. Thanks, Warp. That is 13 months, and that's a tier 2 sub as well. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, when the Mosquito comes out, you bet your life I'm going to shit on jets with it. I'm just going to have 633 Squadron theme on repeat, and we're going to bomb some jets. Hey, Amorphous. Make sure they've actually spawned it. Oh, hello. Who might you be? $109. There's the other one. Other spits on him. Somebody behind me. Can't tell who at the moment. Where did he go? Yeah. It should be... That's a Mustang. That's a Spitfire, so where'd that 109 go? Right behind me. Go up and over. Mustang's on me. Because apparently IDing aircraft is hard. That should be the end of him, I think. Yep, it's the end of that 109. Shatter. P-51 on my right. Another P-51 there, I think, so that's a 109. Something behind me, but I think it's friendly. Spit. Mustang. Holy shit, that was close. No, you don't. Tried to skate out from under me there. He's toast. Like our P-51 friend. Somebody with him. Ah, that's a spit. That's the P-51. And that's probably another German. Okay. Nope, another Mustang. Oh, the prop would be massive radar return. Like, that's a big part of what makes something have a massive radar signature is an exposed, like, compressor face. Imagine a fucking prop on a World War II plane. I think my teammates are keeping the other one busy. I hope they are. Gotta use a hell of a lot of rudder in these warbirds, like flying the MiG-15 or the Sabre. You don't coordinate your turns properly, you're gonna end up in a spin. Even the Spitfire. If I had force feedback, like that wouldn't happen because the aircraft will tell you. Like back when I used to fly IL-2 with force feedback, I never spun or stalled the Spit because you could tell when it wasn't happy with you. But here, that's not the case. Oh, we're out of cannon. Leaking coolant. Rev. We're out of ammo totally. I'm gonna get out of this and go land. 109 just went down anyway. They should keep him busy at least. So it seems like the aircraft lose pieces less often, like you're not going to see wings falling off as often as you used to. But you'll see a lot more component damage, so things like coolant leaks, oil leaks, gear legs flopping down when the interlocks are damaged. I've already noticed the 109 when it's hit on the inner portion of the wing, the inboard portion of the wing. Quite often it means the wheel will just drop because it knocks whatever's locking the wheel in place. Like even if the hydraulics are fine, it'll just knock the lock out and the wheel will drop. Steel Division, we'll be getting the DLC next one. I still haven't played Steel Division at all actually, I need to get around to it. World War 2.5, 1947 would be an amazing server, but we need more late war plausible red and way more early jets. Yeah. Well, I mean, once we get more... I'm really hoping that with the Warbirds we get things like the Sea Fury, the Yak 9, stuff like that, so that the Korea server can kind of do both, as it should. Because, you know, piston engine aircraft did actually see quite a bit of combat in Korea. The jets were the main show, but they put in a lot of legwork too. And I would totally be down for DCS Fairy Firefly I've always had a soft spot for the Firefly. The Mark V specifically, the Mark I looks kind of derpy. I'd be all over a Firefly Mark V. Whoops-a-daisy. I wouldn't call that butter, I bounced. My last landing was a bit better than that. It wasn't bad, it wasn't a big bounce, but it was a bounce. I don't think we took any hits there. No, we did not. Oh, Tawny's in a bad way. So if you look here, he's got black smoke, which means oil. Then he's got sort of a greyish vapour coming out of the radiator, which means coolant. And I would guess his left wing guns don't work. Rudder butt here is missing half his aileron on the right side. Sun God hasn't taken any big hits yet. Jazz has got a few bullet holes in him. Oh, Lumber's in here in the Mustang. Nice. Got the whole gang. And Floyd in the 190. Let's grab a new spit. I really wish we had a Mark 9E or a Mark 16E. Razorback, I don't like the bubble canopy on a Spitfire, it looks dumb as fuck. But I really wish we had like a Razorback Mark 16E. Because the E-wing is the 220mm Hispanos and then 250 caliber machine guns. So it's a different armament. It gives you a little bit more punch in the machine guns than the 303s. And I have a big soft spot for the Mark 16. What happened with Cold War? It was crashing a lot. Alpin's trying to figure out why, and I think he's taken the server down for a little while until he can work out what's causing the crashes. At least that's what he said in the thread. I don't know if it is actually up or not. I haven't checked. Yeah, I've heard people say this patch is causing them issues. Rudder on this thing is so sensitive. Even like I even put the dead zone back on, like a slight dead zone and a curve, about a 20% curve I think, and it's still so sensitive. The real Spitfire, I can't remember how sensitive the rudder is, but I've heard from people that flew them that the controls weren't very well harmonized. Like the ailerons were quite heavy and it didn't have the best roll response, but it was really pitchy. Like the elevator was insanely sensitive. And it does seem quite pitchy in DCS as well. Oh. I wish they'd fix that again. 109 and a Mustang. Tawny's still going. That's him in the smoking spit. He's still going. Man doesn't give up easy. Uh-oh. I was worried that might happen. I thought I'd get away with it. Yeah, this is a Spitfire. Spitfire Mark 9. They have, yeah. They definitely have. I was surprised at, well, actually, I guess I wasn't surprised. I was amused to see that the Variboos in aisle 2 are already bitching about the Hurricane's flight model. Like, bro, if you're in a 109, don't fucking try and turn with a Hurricane. What are you doing? Of course it's gonna kick your ass. Uh-oh. Canopy shit is getting annoying. Oh, Jesus. Well, my buddies are here at least. There. Don't want to run into this other guy. I think that might be Tawny in front of me. Good hit. Oh, that's a dead 109 right there. Hello. Staying with me. Flubbed that shot badly. Holy crap. Near miss. I think he just bailed out. That was his canopy coming off. But CPU melting today. My 4670. It has not been dealing well with DCS recently. Yeah, this is the new damage model test server. The sandbox one. If the stream is hitching and stuttering, guys, it may be on my end. When DCS makes my CPU thermal throttle itself, it kind of fucks with OBS as well, I've noticed. Hopefully it's reasonably smooth at least, but I know it has been an issue over the past couple streams. Oh, you could fly the AA, you just gotta be careful about it. Oh yeah, like, I need to basically build a whole new PC. This one's really, really obsolete, pretty much. It served me well, but it's very tired and worn out. When I can afford it. So I don't know. Probably, like, if I really stretch the bank, maybe early next year. But the less I have to pull out of my current savings, the better, because I don't know, you know, a lot of that was money that I got refunded when I was going to travel to Europe this year, and I want to be able to go as soon as we're able to travel again. Game just froze? Ah, okay. Integrity failed. That's cool. P47. I think it's, I don't know. Because I don't have the P47 module. I don't know if it's something on that server or what, but that happened before I started the stream as well. So we have to quickly restart DCS and